Welcome back, everybody. We are the Nervous Truth Network, aren't
Mm-mm.
we?
No. Welcome back to the Nervous
Oh
Truth
my
Network.
gosh, she's so picky. Well, just say it then, Kenz. I'll just follow your lead.
Is that crooked? I feel like there's more wall on your side.
Kenz, you are so particular.
I am. It's a
She's
problem.
so big.
I'm working on it.
She's like so almost like
Okay.
OCD.
I think I might be.
You have you have a little tinge of the OCD. Okay, welcome us
Okay.
in. Bring us in, Kenz. Bring us in.
Hi, I'm Kenzie,
I'm Jamie.
and welcome back to the Nervous Truth
No,
Network.
we are the Nervous Truth.
No, we're not, because we want more people in the network. We can't be the only people in the network. It's welcome back. Thanks for being a part of the network with
Again,
us.
she's so picky. All right, here we go. Take a zillion.
All right. I'm Jamie.
She's Jamie. I'm Kenzie. Welcome back.
All right. I'm Kenzie.
I'm Jamie.
And
welcome back to the Nervous Truth Network. Join us, will you? The water's fine.
What if the life you're living right now is the result of thousands of tiny rehearsals?
So it's not one big decision. It's not like one defining moment.
No, it's the thoughts you repeat.
The fears you revisit.
Yeah, the stories you tell yourself.
The habits you practice.
Yeah. Eventually, those repetitions start feeling like it's who you are.
So what labels do you use that you talk about yourself? You use them as like who you are, basically.
I feel like they're very different now than they used to be. The labels I used to give myself were quite harsh.
Or what people, like labels that people gave you.
Well, I think eventually, as people gave me labels, I adopted those as my own labels.
But what are those labels?
I mean, I was anxious, I was mean, I was harsh, I was also a people pleaser, I was a caretaker.
Or the mean one, the shy one, the funny one, all of those things.
I've been all of those things to different people.
But don't you think that sometimes when we get those labels, those descriptions, I call them sometimes like those bumper stickers, don't you think that's what becomes part of our identities, like our personalities?
Yeah, I think that a description explains a behavior, but an identity becomes a prison. Like when we identify ourselves as, I am anxious, I have chronic pain, I have depression.
Yeah, I'm depressed.
All of these things, I'm chronically fatigued. When you identify yourself that way, that's the prison that you're keeping yourself in.
Yeah, because it holds you hostage. It says, like there's no way out because this is who you are.
Well, because that's what you keep telling your brain, and your brain believes what you tell it.
Obviously, right? Because this is society, our environment, our world. There's so many things that form us and form our personalities. I don't think that when we're born, we're just automatically handed a personality like at birth, right? Like there's your personality. I think, of course, there's like elements of genetics that, we get certain features, we get certain components of our parents from that DNA. But I think our personality is shaped through our experiences. It's shaped through the people that we encounter, the environment, how we were raised, who our parents were, what traumas did they bring into it, what cultivates and makes these personalities that we now then label as this is who I am.
Mm-hmm. That's something I keep revisiting because I'm recognizing that I am healing from my own trauma. And because I'm healing from my trauma, my kids, they're going to have to heal from me too. And I don't think of that as a bad thing. I think of that as I can help them through it, because people telling me what I did wrong is actually really good for me. It helps hold me accountable. And I'm now curious to where I can be like, oh yeah, I can see what I did there. And I didn't mean to. I was trying to heal from this. And it's not a way to excuse it. We can only do the best that we can do. But if I shame myself for doing the best that I knew at the time, then that's just going to put me in another spiral that leads me down and not up.
Well, think about these things, these environments, these survival mechanisms. Going back to that rehearsal, that's what we practice is these survival behaviors, these habits. How do you think we develop habits? We just do them over and over, or something's done to us over and over and over. And that becomes the label, the behaviors, the personality, the habits. It's all strung together. And again, it goes back to what's shaped us: families, friends, neighborhoods, cultures, churches. All of these things shape who because we were constantly pulling from all of it. Like, think about like Mr. Potato Head and his bucket of parts. We're adding these like pieces and then we're taking away and we're like, oh, no, don't love that nose on him. Here's a pair of shoes. Here's Miss Potato's purse. We're adding and changing all the time. And that's because, again, we're adding to us based on what we think that we need at that time, that space, that place.
Mhm. It's exactly what you practice, whatever that is. It's like saying that I am an anxious person versus I've practiced anxiety.
Also, it's like those like rules of identity. Every time you say, I'm not good enough, or nobody likes me, or I always fail, you're rehearsing a character, not always consciously. Like, that's not always a conscious process. I don't want to say we're putting on a show with these characters, but we're trying on for size. It's
Mhm,
not a one size fits all, but we're trying on these identities.
mhm,
Like, does this one work in my environment? Can I survive by being this person? I remember as a kid, I did that a lot because I was so bullied and I wanted to be accepted. And people didn't seem to like who I was. So I had to find a way to be whatever they wanted me to be, right? If that was being shy, if that was being funny, if that was being the pleaser, the gift giver, whomever, I did that because I was like, I have to just get through this. I have to survive this. And again, the brain does whatever we practice.
yeah, I keep talking about try. I can't stand the word try. I'm trying to remove it
I
from
know.
I'm trying to remove the word try from
Yeah.
my vocabulary. It's hilarious. When you say I'm trying to do something as opposed to I'm doing, it makes the biggest
Or
difference.
I'm learning to do.
Correct. Or I'm practicing this.
Yeah.
You have to change the language of the way that you talk to yourself, which then in turn will change the language and the way you talk to other people. If you tell yourself I'm trying to do this, that's not going to get you where you want to go. If you tell yourself I'm working towards getting this degree
Mhm.
instead of I'm really struggling to get through this, I'm not going to get through this.
Mm.
Like you won't if that's what you tell yourself. And it's not really just you do what you believe you can do. It's not any of that. It's more so that your brain is recognizing the patterns and the personality that you're creating by what you tell yourself.
Yeah, even if we inherit these personalities, it's about truly choosing, is this who I want to be? Is this the person that I feel like is underneath all these layers of inherited behaviors, given behaviors, learned behaviors? Is that who I feel like is best serving me in this time, in this space? And part of that process of identification with being like, this is who I am or who I want to be, and practicing that new identity,
Mhm.
putting that identity on for size and seeing how does this work? How does this look? How does this feel? I think that there's a process of grief that happens when you're shedding that skin of who you thought you were supposed to be with who you are now. I think it's really hard to let that person go.
For me, I didn't know who I was. I had no idea who I was. I thought I did, but it was a perception of what other people told me of I'm
Yeah.
terrible because the world is harsh, people are harsh, and I'm not those things. I'm
Yeah.
not all these terrible things, but I became them despite not being okay with it and not feeling okay. Practicing different behaviors, it's really just being comfortable within my own soul and
Mhm.
accepting myself for who I am and what I've been through and how I reacted.
I think that we do need to grieve that place that used to feel like home because it did feel comfortable. It did feel normal. It's almost like abandoning a part of you. It's leaving that behind. It's like when you move away. Let's say you've been in the same house for your whole life. And when you leave, there is this process of this is painful. This is scary. This is unknown. But it's also like, do I want to keep practicing this? Or do I want to find a new home where I can gain access to a part of me that I didn't know was possible?
It's not about blaming. I think if you blame yourself, that doesn't get you there at all. If you blame yourself, that's what puts you into a terrible web. It's just realizing that some of the things are actually just habits that your brain learned.
Mhm.
It's not you. And you can be and will be so much better if you just stop letting your brain control your habits. But you have to learn how to unwind habits before you can stop letting your brain control them, you
You
know?
have to love your brain and create that sense of hope, but also going, how do I balance all these emotions going on during this process of redevelopment? Because it can be scary, it can be overwhelming, it can be all of these things. But how do you balance loving you, loving your brain, while also going, this is really where I think I belong? I have to find what's really there. And I have to counteract a lot of false labels and narratives.
So that sense of not belonging speaks to me. I needed hope, but I needed safety. Like
Hmm.
safety was something that I hadn't felt for a long time. And feeling safe makes me feel like I belong. I don't feel that imposter syndrome anymore of
Hmm.
I don't know where I belong. I don't know where my home is because I feel safe. I've told my brain that I'm safe because I am. There's not tigers chasing after me every day.
Hmm.
My body doesn't need to be in that state.
Yeah. Safety is that foundation that builds a lot of things on top of it. I mean, where do you think that the concept of confidence comes from? We look at those people and we're like, oh my gosh, how are they just like so confident? Like, where does that come from? And again, I don't think that that's always just instilled in us from the get go. That's a practice concept. Most of us have had or have dealt with imposter syndrome, and that developing of that confidence just comes through the practice of it, working that concept all the time. So the brain learns I'm confident.
And that's with anything. That's not even just personality traits. That's if there's people that you look up to. Like I had an aunt growing up that I just looked up to her. I looked up to my uncle, their marriage, all of it.
Hmm.
And how can I be like that? Well, I can hang out with them. I can see them. I can see how they react. I can immerse myself in that habit and then I can keep it going from there. If you want to be good at finances, if you want to be good at your job, if you want to be good at, I don't know, skiing, sports, you immerse yourself in it. You create that habit. You have
Hmm.
to do that with everything. If you want to be confident, don't hang around a bunch of people that are so low in their
Yeah.
self esteem.
Yeah.
Hang out with people that are confident. Try to build other people up because building other people up, you're building up yourself too.
Well, absolutely. And everything is built because that building process is practice. Peace is practiced, safety is practiced. Everything has to be done in order to stick. Remember, those neural pathways are building. How do you think each brick gets laid? By doing. We don't just go poof, the road is there. We build the road.
Yep.
One brick at a time. We are paving the way for new behaviors, new feelings, new labels, new beliefs, feelings to be able to take hold and become a lived practice. Let's use meditation as an example. They would say meditation, it's a practice, it's an art. I mean, people don't just go, oh, I'm just going to do art today. I'm just going to do meditation today. To get really good at those things, they practice it. It becomes their practice.
So I will say when I first got into this stuff over a year ago, I meditated every day for 4 or 5 months straight.
Hmm.
That was my habit. Last week I went out of town, came home, had so much neck pain. It was insane. It was so bad. I was like hunched over. And the other night I told my husband, I called him on my way home and I'm like, I'm having a rough day. I can't turn my neck to the right. Like I could not turn when I was driving.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I need to meditate. I'm going to come home, I'll eat, and then I'm going to go meditate.
Mm.
So I sat there and I ate dinner and I went and meditated, fell asleep within 5 minutes because that was a behavior I practiced. If I would have just done it one time, two times, five times, whatever, I wouldn't have known, hey, I have neck pain. I need to go. I need to go chill my body out. I need to bring my body peace and safety. I wouldn't have known that because that habit was never practiced, but that habit was practiced. So now when I have debilitating pain, oh, I know exactly what to do. I want to do some writing exercises, fix some other pains, but I know meditation always will at least bring that level down to where it's manageable. And then I can tell myself that I'm okay. Then I'll be okay. I can't tell myself I'm going to be okay when I'm in debilitating pain because that's all I'm focusing on.
Yeah, because you're building that, your brain connects with, I know what this is. I know what needs to be done because, again, you've made that a part of your practice. We choose what we're building.
Yep. All the time.
All the time. You are not every thought you've ever had.
Yeah, you're not every mistake you've ever made.
You're not every survival strategy that your brain ever learned.
You are the person you're becoming through what you repeatedly practice.
And if your brain can learn fear,
it can learn safety.
yay, safety. If it can learn hopelessness,
it can learn hope.
One stumble isn't stuck.
It's a signal, not the end.
And
we're going to tell you to go back and watch some of our other videos.
Yes.
I'll put them up there. Maybe up there. We'll see. They'll be somewhere.
Somewhere. Yes, go back and watch the other episodes.
So let's talk about what we're going into next. We're going to go into neuroplastic pain. Yeah.
Yay!
I mean, that's how we both ended up in this.
That's why we're here.
That's going to be a longer series.
It's a lot to learn, a lot to explore.
Yeah, we might be telling a little bit of our story. We're going to have at least one guest. Might be looking for another one.
Yeah!
And it's going to be fun. I think that it's going to help because neuroplastic pain isn't just chronic pain.
Yeah.
It's not back pain. It's not neck pain. It's also fatigue. It's anxiety. It's depression. I just gave this book to my uncle and my cousin. My cousin, we went to lunch and he told me he had fibromyalgia. And I was like, I got so excited. And he's like,
why are you excited at my fibromyalgia? Why are you excited that I have this pain?
I know. And I was
You're
like, because you can fix it. And I'm like, I have a book. Well, then he told me that he has tinnitus. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, okay.
And then my uncle was like, yeah, I have tinnitus. And I was like, oh. So they both got books. I'm so excited.
She's like spreading books like to the world. Like everyone's getting, it's like an Oprah moment. Like, you get a book, you get a book, everyone gets a book.
It is. Dr. Schubner, if you could just sponsor us and give these to me
for free.
Free or even like a discount. Because I'm well over 20 at this point.
Because she's like giving books out like to everybody.
It's just such a healing book because, like I said, neuroplastic pain encompasses so much of what we deal with because it's just these brain loops that you keep repeating and you can find new ones and create a new personality, create new everything.
Just buckle in, y'all, because like there's so many topics we have.
It's going to be a wild, fun, beautiful ride
we have for the future. So join us, come back, be a part of our network. We're building it one neural pathway at a time. We want to educate, bring hope, bring all kinds of stuff to this process. We're all in this together.
Yeah, we're going to heal ourselves. We're going to help other people heal.
Yes,
we're all going to do it together with learning and curiosity.
Huzzah.
Huzzah. Okay, bye.
See ya.